Hello, everyone. Welcome to PowerWash Power Hour with our power pal ReiStarCosplay.
Hello.
That was lovely. I love that. I love that. So, if you guys don't know, this is like a little it's like a podcast style. We're just chilling out with guests, chilling out with like um people who like to spray the pants off of us. Look, they can move. They can move. Oh, this is just a chance for us to, to chat with one another, do some nice clean power washing, and yeah. Ray, how are you?
I am good. Also, hello. My name is ReiStar, also known as ReiStar Cosplay. Cosplayer gone VTuber.
Oh,
Woo!
dang.
I am a spirit guardian seamstress who oversees the string of fate. Yay! Shino and I are fated to go clean some booties.
Yeah, I know, right? Speaking of booties.
Not my booty.
Yeah, right now we're doing like the fancy new Midgar pack that they have in Power
Oh,
Wash Simulator. For some reason, Square Enix is like, yes, put our stuff in your game. I'm like, all right, I am
love it. It's a
for it.
great way to advertise.
All right. You start cleaning the bike. I'll clean the truck.
Sounds good. Oh, whoa,
Ah,
it's so shiny.
it's so satisfying.
Wait, why am I moving me? I should be moving that, not me.
It's all
I'm just
good. It's
dancing back and forth like.
no, it's all good. It's all good. Like the whole point of like Power Wash Simulator is just to clean your souls and let let the water do its talking, you know? So as with all my guests, and since you're a VTuber as well,
Mhm.
is what is your inspiration behind your model?
Ooh, so my model's based around myself, technically. I used to be part of a maid cafe for a good 6 or 7 years,
Mm-hmm.
and I had a wig that is exactly my hair.
Oh, really?
So,
Nice.
yeah, so I actually had a wig that looked like me, like this. So that took some major inspiration of how I looked, but also my sewing. My sewing is kind of my personality and my
Mm-hmm.
obsession. Everything with costumes, everything with sewing, because I've been sewing for 15 plus years.
Wow,
Yeah,
that's quite a long time. My goodness.
very long time. And I
15
actually have a
years.
degree.
Wait, how do you get a degree in sewing?
It's called like fashion slash costume designing,
Ah.
but some of the requirements is you had to learn how to sew, or at least at the time, you had to learn how to sew. Now it's not a requirement anymore, which sucks. I think everybody should learn how to sew if you're gonna go into designing of any kind of fashion or costume, because you need to know how to communicate and how things work.
No, yeah, no, I completely get that, especially when some people want to have. I'm assuming these people want to have like costumes look and do something in a way that's kind of hard to do if you don't know
Oh
how.
yeah.
If you don't know how certain stitching works and certain like this is like we're just gonna have to do a top stitch on this. This is not gonna happen. Like
Yeah,
you're
or have
asking a lot.
oh yeah, and you need to know the limitations of a fabric and what, because you can't just put a fabric together and it does whatever it wants,
Mm-hmm.
or what you want it to. No, if you want it to float, you got to put a extra 10 steps in it.
Ooh. Oh yeah.
This is a dirty bike. Oh my god,
It's a bike. What do you expect it to?
it's so dirty.
But that's really interesting. The fact that, well, because I guess you said you've been sewing for about 15 years.
Oh yeah.
How long have you been in like your current occupation? Like that career path, rather.
Not very long because it is very based around who you know. Because
True.
when it comes to production, yeah, you gotta know you really do have to have like a reputation, have a really good portfolio, major good portfolio showing your past works or things that you've made, because that will tell them exactly what they need to know. But I've only been in the production side for about 1, 2, 4.5 years.
Mm.
Yeah, so not very long, but again, it's very difficult, and especially since right now production's getting hit real hard.
Really? Like, is there a
Yeah.
reason why?
uh, Budget cuts,
Ah.
a lot of strikes.
Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah. Like worker
Yeah.
strikes and
Yeah,
union
a lot of worker
strikes.
strikes. Yeah, right now we're gonna probably end up with a writer strike, so that's gonna put a huge dent in production.
Yeah. Like, I completely feel for, like, writers,
Yeah.
and it's not like something that you can predict. Even though that it does happen quite often, you figured, like, the industry would kind of do their best to mitigate a lot of that stuff. But again,
You
I don't know a lot about that kind of industry, especially with the big business and whatnot, you know?
Yeah, and you definitely are not going to have the same wage per company you go work for. You're going to have to fight for your wage, which sucks.
Uh,
Yeah, like I could be making 30 to $45 an hour with one company, or they will try, another company will jip me and try to charge me only 20.
mm. Oh, man, that actually does suck.
Yeah, and it sucks because you're gonna have to fight for it. So working in production, it's very freelance based, so you have to be lucky to, yeah, get that. Get hired.
Well, I mean, aren't you Lady Luck over here?
Oh, no way. Like I've done a lot of stuff, but a lot of productions will stick to the people that they know the most or that they've worked with the most. They're very hesitant to bring in new people,
Uh,
which I don't blame them. Like, you want high quality work, but
of
at the same
course.
time, you're not going to have the same people forever.
I get that. I get that.
Yeah, and it's very competitive. So if one job hires you, then you're with them for a bit, and pretty much the company has to find somebody else.
Mm-hmm.
Oh man, the amount of times that we'd be scrambling trying to find somebody to come in. Ugh. We're just like, oh no, they're on another production. Oh no, what do we do? But it's a lot of fun. I've enjoyed it. I've had a lot of experience in different films.
That-
And people are pretty fun. Ah! Why is it dirty under here?
Look, I don't know. You don't question these things.
I'm gonna blame you, Shino. It's all your fault.
How did I? Hey, I did not break into Shinra and do whatever it is that Cloud and them did.
I may have, but
I knew it. I knew it.
I'm not the receptionist stalking Zach. No, 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 no.
Indicator
Ooh,
light.
no, I don't want to be stuck with Shinra. No, thank you. That means I have to deal with Hojo. Ugh.
Hey, that's your favorite though, right?
No, he's not. We have not proven that Hojo is my favorite. What are you saying? Get you in. Whoa! What the? Look at this abuse. Look at this abuse.
Hey, I don't
I'm
know.
impressed.
I don't know what you're talking about. It's
Go back to
over.
your power washing.
It's
Go
over,
do your
Ray.
job.
I have the high ground.
Ah! I have the far ground. I don't know.
Okay. No, but my truck is all finished. Look at it. Look at it. How beautiful it is.
You're a pro. I'm still trying to get into the crevices.
Oh.
There's so much. So much.
Oh my god, this thing has way too many crevices.
Yes!
Oh, I'm getting them all, never mind. Wait a minute. That was easy.
What? Well, that's because of me. That's all it is. It's because of me.
Oh, okay.
I did all the hard work.
Oh, okay. Wait a minute, all these little dings that are happening.
What? You're...
I'm literally spraying where you're spraying. Hold on. Wait, there's nothing. Oh,
Wait.
it's all the way down here. Never mind.
What? I quit. I'm done.
Don't, no.
Actually, Shino, what made you decide to be a ninja for your VTuber?
Well, I mean, it kind of goes without saying. Ninjas are awesome, right?
True. That's it.
That's kind of it. I always loved ninjas. Like, it wasn't even a Naruto thing, you know. Even though that definitely made it popular. Man, like ninjas are just so cool. Like samurai was also cool, but I don't know.
Yeah, but
like,
ninjas are cool.
Like ninjas are so much cooler. Like, even for the longest time, there's this one YouTuber, it's like the I Am Ninja guy.
Yeah. I forgot his name too, but I know who you're talking about.
I don't know if it's just I Am Ninja or something like that. I know his intro is like I am ninja. He is ninja, she is ninja too. What is up, guys? Da 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 da.
Wow.
And dude, I forever watched a lot of that content, and that's not what made it cool for me. But it certainly helps. Like, he even had a campaign of making your school mascot into a ninja. Like, he had a campaign, like, if you ever is able to successfully make their school mascot into a ninja, he will make an appearance.
Whoa.
I know. It was a great show. No, but I just love ninja stuff. Like, the fact that they're so stealthy, so, like, they can do almost anything and everything. They can be powerful, or they can just be just cool. Just cool. Yeah. Like, they're like the masters of disguises. It's literally, they have to be experts at everything. You know. And I always considered myself like a jack of all trades. Although master of none, I always considered myself that. But which is true. Like, I never considered myself like the best at any one thing. I was just always good or possibly great at just a couple of things, you know?
You're very multi-talented.
Right, and that kind of fits with the whole ninja archetype kind of thing. Even though, you know, they're supposed to have mastered a bunch of things, do they, you know, and I know a lot of, like legit ninja lore. I mean, all thanks to, you know, big YouTubers like Gaijin Goomba, or a bunch of, like, other just Japanese facts and stuff like that. And plus, I always loved Japan, too, so that's kind of my thing.
It's funny, because I just remembered I used to be into ninjas when I was younger, and I have this, I think I still have it. It's a book on ninja weapons.
Ooh.
And it was just a whole bunch of really cool weapon types that ninjas would use. I'll have to see if I can find it.
Yeah, originally, like, the weapons of, like, the shinobi and the ninja, it was basically things that, you know, the Japanese people can get their hands on. It was never traditional weaponry. It was either farm tools or things that eventually they come up with to, like, you know, scale walls or to distract people. It was just like it was just all cool. It was just all cool to me. I could talk about ninjas all day.
That's because you're a cool ninja.
Mm-hmm. And the fact that, like, oh man, especially in like the most recent season of, not most recent, but of Demon Slayer.
Oh, I've been trying to avoid spoilers, so.
Okay, well it's not spoilers. It's just another one of the Hayashi kind of thing.
Okay, cool.
It's I'm not gonna say about him other than just ninja. That's it.
Ninja.
That's it. I kind of wish I could describe more about it, but if you haven't seen it, I'm not gonna spoil it for you.
Thank you. Yeah, I haven't seen it yet, but a lot of people have been saying that it's good.
It's
this
very
season's
good.
really good. So I'm looking forward to it.
Especially also the new season is now airing. Hashtag sponsor. Hashtag Crunchyroll sponsorship, please. Yeah, the new season is actually super hype. I'm really excited to watch more of it. They got to release more of the. You just get to meet more people, which I love the world building in that. I love all the characters, the character designs.
Yeah, the character designs are.
Oh, sorry. I seem to have missed it. I'm sorry.
Whatever. We know you did that on purpose.
You can't prove Jack. No, you say that your VTuber is pretty much based off of you.
Oh yeah, cause other than like sewing is like my huge personality, basically.
Mm-hmm.
But I've had the name ReiStar since I was 17.
Wow.
Yeah.
I mean that's actually really cool that you're able to keep your. You know how many people keep their original screen name from anything?
Not too many, yeah, because years ago it used to be like, okay, a Kingdom Hearts fan here. I used to be Kyrie Rose.
Yeah.
But then after a bit I was like, that's not me. So then it's actually a mix of two different names. Like like
a portmanteau.
Something, I don't know.
Wait, no. Portmanteau meaning like a combination of two words put together. Yeah, yeah.
I did not know that. I've never heard that word before.
Oh, really? Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
The fact that we all use it so often. What are two words that we can just slam together? Oh, Cloud and Tifa. Or Cloud and Aerith. Like Clarith. It's a portmanteau of Cloud and Aerith. You'll hear people say that.
Yeah.
Considering your design, I know it takes a lot of inspiration, definitely a lot of inspiration from your lore, your personality, your like the things that you do. Possibly Barbara from Genshin Impact.
No,
I know.
Stop.
No, but tell me about that though.
Oh goodness. So actually the outfit is based off of a dress form with the tape. We use tape to kind of find our center, like the red is the center front, center back, and then the bust line and waistline. Well, the waistline I took out because it looked weird. It was just blue. But that's what we use. And then my outfit also has a lot of inspiration from Yuna, her songstress outfit, because she was the very first costume I actually made myself. So there's been some inspiration from her. And then Kyrie a little bit, but not too much. Because she was the very first cosplay I wore.
That... You know, the fact that you have so much history and so much, like, personality and personal attachment to your character, your character design, your model, your lore, that's... Honestly, that's really inspirational. That's really amazing.
Thank you. Yeah, and it's funny with the String of Fate. I've always loved that myth, like that whole myth and legend or story, or I don't know what it is. But I've always loved it, and it was one of my favorites. And I remember a long time ago doing more research, and I remembered, like, String of Fate doesn't necessarily mean love. It can also mean, like, those who you just cross paths with, or people that you're meant to meet.
like a tied to their destiny kind of thing.
Exactly.
Yeah, whether it be a good thing or
Or
a
bad
bad thing or just a
thing, yeah.
fated thing.
Yeah, and every relationship is teaching you something, no matter how good or bad it is.
I get that.
And one, I liked the idea of being a spirit guardian because I've always had a lot of friends that said that that my personality really does make me very approachable, very likable, and people feel comfortable with me, and they feel that they can be inspired to do what they always wanted to do. Like a friend of mine is getting inspired to get back into sewing. She hasn't done it in for a long time. Another friend has been wanting to do music, so they're getting back into it.
Wow.
And they're just like, it's because you inspire me. I'm like, I don't know what I'm doing. But do it!
Oh, all right, Shia LaBeouf over here.
No!
Just do it.
Just do it! I think that's it, is I don't think about, oh, but this or that. I just do it.
No, yeah.
And then I fail later.
Well, speaking of not failing, and just doing it, the fact you recently started getting into like Twitch streaming and
Yes.
that's not something that everybody can do, or well, everybody can do it, but it's hard to really get into, to really get dedicated to. There's a lot of pitfalls. There's a lot of hurdles,
And a lot of self-discovery.
Exactly. And the fact that you're, that you're inspiring other people to do certain things. What really made you want to get into doing Twitch streaming,
Well, I kind of did a little bit, but it was more with friends. So it was more like a constant guest. And for the longest time, I had a lot of friends that were like, you should get into streaming. You're funny. I was like, I don't think that's the only reason I should get into it. But I just didn't have time until it's going to get a little dark. Not too dark. When layoffs happened and I got laid off twice.
No.
I was like, you know what? I'm not happy where I'm at. I've always wanted to give streaming a try. And at the time, I had just started getting into VTubing. I came across Porcelain Maid's TikToks. And then I started following him on Twitch and just watching him. And then I started watching you. And then I was like, let's do it!
Wow, I'm glad that I was also part of your inspiration to start streaming. That's amazing.
Yeah.
I actually didn't know that.
Oh, that's right, you don't know!
Oh. I got some,
I forgot. Yeah, no, it's no secret that, yeah, you, and being, like, your community streams really helped me get the courage to start streaming, because I was kind of like, I don't know how I sound, I don't know if people will like my personality too much, or if I'm too loud, or too talkative, I don't know.
You know how many loud and talkative people there are on...
A lot.
Literally, that's the purpose of stream. No. Honestly, the best thing I think about streaming is the fact that you get that wide of spectrums of, like, you can even have, like, cozy streamers, like, because I have friends on all spectrums, like, cozy streamers, chaotic streamers, loud, kind of quiet, one's basically on gameplay focus, or some are basically community focus, like, specifically
speedrunners.
Yeah, all that stuff. So, like, there's a place for pretty much everyone. It's not just a niche anymore, where it's just playing video games and then yelling at a screen or something like that,
Exactly. And that's what I love about is seeing people's, like, niches and discovering themselves. I think the biggest thing is that I found really fun was seeing people grow.
growth is amazing.
It
I've
is.
literally started off with other fellow streamers, and to see them like take off
Sorry.
so well, like some of them either are either lucky, or some of them are like super hardworking, or some of them are just like
Yeah.
they use. I was like, I knew them back from when they did their cosplay stuff, and they have a cosplay following, and then that turned over into like a Twitch following, and it's everybody
Yeah.
grows in different ways and in different levels.
And that's what's so
And
cool.
I know, I was like, wow, that would be awesome if I could, dedicate that much time for that.
Oh my gosh, right? And I think too, going in with the mindset of it's not going to be instant. Don't worry about how fast you're going to grow. Just keep growing. Just
Yeah,
keep
absolutely.
improving. And I know a lot of people focus on like, oh, I haven't gotten this many followers yet. I haven't gotten this many likes or this
Yeah.
many views. I'm like, don't worry about it. Just keep
Yeah,
going.
I mean, it's
Keep improving.
understandable what their grief is coming from,
Hmm.
because they're putting in all that hard work now, and it's again, most of the time it's a slow growth, or
Exactly.
you're not going to become instant famous, or
No.
famous at all. I mean, heck, sometimes like try to think, it's like, man, I could be doing so much better. Or I get down in the dumps sometimes, and
Yeah,
it's
and
just
that's
the
okay to
truth of
feel
it.
that
Yeah,
way.
a lot of people
Yeah.
feel like that way, and I know I shouldn't feel bad about it,
Nah.
but at the time, I'm like, sometimes like, man, I can't. No, 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 I can't. Like, it's just that it's just really tough, you know.
I cleaned
But
it.
yeah, nice, nice.
Ooh, another one.
I think I remember our first community day. I think you popped into my stream and we were playing Fall Guys.
We were playing Fall Guys.
And you
Yeah.
were like, because I was like, you know what? What's a good community game that I can play with just some friends and maybe like people who follow me? And then you were like popped in, like, oh hey, what's up? He was like, hey Ray, you want to just join in?
I
I'm
was like,
like,
yeah.
okay, yeah, sure. You just hopped into our voice channel and like, hey guys,
Oh my god.
like,
Hi.
hi guys.
What's up?
Well, yeah, what's going on? No, and
Yeah.
like honestly, it was all downhill. Not. It was all
Went downhill.
It was all downhill from there. I'm sorry,
Was.
you made it. I thought I hit rock bottom, and then Ray joined the stream. No, like honestly, from there it just became like, because I always feel like I try to be as welcoming as possible, and I want to
Oh,
make as
you for
much.
sure are very welcoming.
Like, I just want to, I go in, I just come in here, I want to make friends. Because when I first started
Yeah.
streaming, that was kind of my goal. Well, actually, technically, my goal was to document me unboxing figures. I was like, all right, I want people to actually see these figures that I've spent so much time with these figures. I need to actually unbox them all. That's how I started. I literally started with an unboxing video.
Yeah.
Yeah, I literally started with like unboxing a bunch of, I don't even know what it was. I think it was probably like it's Hatsune Miku plus or minus Sword Art Online figures.
Ah.
That's kind of where I got my thing
Oh.
started. And I just built a community of people like who just like either like figures or like video games or who's friends of friends and stuff.
Yeah.
And that's how I got started. I'm not famous or anything.
You're
I just-
famous in my heart.
Thank you. Thank you. I just like hanging out with friends. Like, some of the best times I have is either, like, don't get me wrong, I love playing my games, but also
Mhm.
playing with other people, having a good time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's super fun and getting to meet people, especially. Wah.
Like, I know that you're growing up. You're growing like every day, and I love
Oh,
that.
good. I'm glad.
No, you. Honestly, every time I come into your streams, it's always a good time. I always
Aw.
no, because why do you think I wouldn't hang around if I didn't enjoy your stuff.
Well.
Well, right? No. Like, every time I come into your stream, you're always either doing something either fun, whether or not whether or not you even know that people are watching you. You have like that personality that is like built for streaming. You're like a natural when it comes to that.
Oh.
No, yeah, like honestly, I come into your streams, and you don't even know that I'm watching you until you find out that I clipped something that you didn't think that anybody was watching, and you're like, Shino, why?
Clips. Every single time you get me in the most weird and random moments, and I'm like, dang it, Shino!
You are, do not be ashamed. You are comedy gold.
Whatever. No, Shino, you're cool. You're cooler.
No,
like, I think that's what's like, what really drew me to your streams was like how inviting you felt, but also you're just kind of like, oh, I'm just gonna, play this game, and I'm gonna tell you guys all about it.
I know.
I loved it.
Oh, this is a let's play.
Yeah, and then you give tutorials too. You're just like, okay, this is why I'm doing this, and I thought that was like one of the coolest things because not too many streamers do that. They're just like,
they just kind of go at it, kind of thing.
Yeah,
I know, right?
And I have no idea what game you're playing, but then I feel like I'm playing the game myself because you actually are like, okay, we're gonna do it for this reason, and we're gonna do this because of this reason. Cool. That was a failure. Let's do that again.
No, yeah. The way I try to go about my streams is I understand there's a lot of things I do and I don't understand about like streams. Things that I do understand, not everybody has the same taste as you, or at least not everybody will play the same games as you. Like for instance, that's because I'm the same way. I don't play a lot of horror games, but I enjoy watching other people play horror games. Like I still get that kind of experience, but without all the craziness that happens with horror games, and that's good for me. And I assume other people are like that. Like, oh, some people are probably never gonna play Persona, which I still hope they do play Persona. But if I can show it off a little bit, like, hey, this is what this game is, maybe they'll be inclined to play it, or like they'll just live vicariously through me, Okay, even though it feels like I'm like I was riding the streamer train, like, because when everybody was on lockdown and right, it was like the huge streamer conversion of 2020, because that's kind of when I was like, you know what, I want to say I have time, but I technically didn't. I didn't have time. I kind of was like, you know what, it was just around that time, like, you know what, I kind of want to stream this. And I did unboxing and all that stuff, and then that's kind of where it just went from. And then afterwards, I decided, you know what, I want to become an anime boy.
What made you want to become a VTuber, a little anime boy?
Well, I've always admired our Lord and Savior, Mama, Hatsune Miku.
Hatsune Miku. I was about to say Kizuna Ai, but
well,
no,
yeah. First, it was Hatsune Miku, but technically, you're right. One of the first actual VTubers is Kizuna Ai, and I've watched a bunch of hers, and she's just like so funny. In the prime, and there was like no competition for her. She was like the thing to watch, and it was great. Hi domo.
Hi domo, Kizuna Ai desu.
I even have a figure of her.
Ooh.
Yeah, 2 figures. Sorry.
Ooh.
I know one of them I got on my trip to Japan, which you should definitely go. And then the other one I got. I think I just pre-ordered her. It was one of her dancing outfits.
Yeah, been to Japan twice now.
Wow. Twice?
Yeah.
Wait, did you go by yourself?
No.
I was about to say, I'm like, you are braver than I am.
No. The first time was on a tour, and I went with my best friend, It was a graduation gift because everybody was going to Hawaii, and I was like, if I'm gonna go anywhere, I'm gonna go to Japan. And boom, my parents surprised me.
Dang, that was
I was just kidding too.
that was a graduation gift.
It was.
Sheesh.
And then the second time I went with friends, and we went to see the Love Live 9th anniversary
Wow.
concert because we got tickets. We were very lucky.
Girl, you fancy.
I super fancy.
So speaking of Japan, what was your favorite part going to Japan? Did you just like stick around in like Tokyo, or where'd you go?
Oh my goodness, we went everywhere. Osaka was fun. I really liked the food there.
Oof, I was gonna say food. Yeah, absolutely.
Yes, okonomiyaki in Osaka style. So
wait,
good.
wait, what makes it different from like regular okonomiyaki? Sorry.
I have no idea.
Is it more
All I
is
know
it more
is-
seafood based?
I'm not sure. Everybody just kept saying, you know, if you're gonna get okonomiyaki, go to Osaka and get it. It's like considered one of the best. And I don't really know why.
I hear that as well. No, I hear that as well.
But I love okonomiyaki.
I know I think doesn't it like translate to everything pancake? Pretty much.
Yeah, pretty much. I think the place we went was Numazu. Yeah, I went
Mazui?
to Numazu.
Oh, okay, never mind. I was gonna say it's literally named bad. It tastes bad.
Oh yeah,
Mazui.
Mazui.
I'm like, that doesn't. All right. Note to self: don't take recommendations from Ray.
No. No, we went to Numazu. That was gorgeous. And then we also went to I can't think of the name. It's where, like Love Live Aqua was centered around. Oh, it's a seaside town called Uchiuda.
Uchiuda.
Yeah. And it's part of Numazu. But oh my god, that place was gorgeous. It was we had like a really cool Airbnb that we stayed at.
Oh.
And it was owned by a family, so it was right above their shop.
Oh, that's so cool, man! You got the full Japanese experience.
Yeah. So we did a lot of the Airbnb, which was very cheap. It wasn't that expensive for a bunch of us. I think I only spent like $300 on Airbnb total for the whole trip when we were there for about a week and a half, I want to say.
Oh, okay. I was about to say, it's like, oh, I mean, that's good, especially if you split.
Yeah,
costs and
especially when we
stuff.
split. But there wasn't too many of us.
Oh wait, how many of you went? You don't know.
Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of us.
Actually,
7.
yeah. Ooh, I was gonna say it's like anything over 6. I don't know.
7. I'm gonna say about 7 or 8 of us, but then we would split off at one point because we did get one Airbnb that was huge. So, and it was right near I don't remember.
It was near I don't remember.
I can't think of the name.
Whatever it is, that's where we stayed.
Yeah, it was one of like the major towers, not Tokyo Tower, but it was a different tower.
Skytree?
Yeah, Skytree.
Ooh, fancy. But man, 8 people. That's actually that's
it
a
was
lot of
quite
people.
a lot of us, but
It's like a whole
wasn't
field
bad.
trip.
Yeah, but I think it's because our group we call ourselves Idol Club because we will get together every once in a while and watch like a bunch of random idol stuff.
That's cute.
Yeah, have a little fun time and do potlucks. So we knew each other very well, and it was cool because I got to hang out with people who are just mature.
Mature.
Mature, I guess, is the best way to say. But we knew each other's like, oh, I'm gonna hang out with my hubby. Okay, go do that. we want to go hang out over here. We want to go check out this shrine. You don't have to come with us, or we're gonna go to a bar. It's like, okay, have fun. I'm gonna go back to the hotel room, or not hotel, the Airbnb, and crash.
I mean, okay, yeah.
Yeah, so it wasn't really, we didn't really worry about each other too much, other than just keep your phones on each other and make sure to let us know where we're going. Otherwise, have fun.
Now, did you get yourself like a little, like a portable hotspot and everything?
They did.
Oh, okay.
I
good.
didn't.
Oh, okay, I was gonna say, it's like, because that's the smart thing to do.
Yeah, my Verizon did not set up my phone correctly, so...
Oh, no, I meant like, to rent one.
Yeah, they, some of the Airbnbs will actually have some for you.
What?
Yeah!
What
some
the
of them, not all.
Okay, I was about to say, it's like...
They provide it.
Who provides, like... Wait, is it a portable hotspot?
Yep, it's a portable one.
Who provides portable hotspots? That's like going above and beyond. That's amazing.
Yeah, they're really like, they really care about the people that are there. They just have like some rules. Like there was one Airbnb we were at, and they said, "Hey, just so you know, this is a living space, so be mindful of how loud you are. Do not be noisy in the hallway." And we were like, "Okay."
Gotcha.
So, but there was always something like, oh, there was one time, one of the suitcases I brought broke. So I had to buy a new one, and then I left the one near the trash because I was like, okay, they'll probably just throw it away. They called us in a panic and said, "You forgot one of your suitcases. Oh my God, we have it in the shop." And we're like, no, it's trash. So they're like, "What?" Like, it's broken. It's trash.
Oh.
They were freaking out. They couldn't believe that it was trash. I was like, no, it's literally falling apart at the seams. Oh my God, they forgot it. But we
That is
no.
Well, that is just one. That's just so nice of them.
Oh yeah, but I didn't have any issues with not having cell service, so because I hung out with people that had the little portables, and then the Airbnb had the portables every once in a while.
Mm-hmm.
So it was nice.
I remember when I went to Japan, that was actually, truth be told, that was the first time I've ever gone out of country. That was one of my first actual vacations, and I wanted it to be memorable.
Heck
So
yeah.
I know, so I was like, hey. Oh, actually, my friend was like, "You want to go to Japan?" I'm like, you know what? Yes.
Yes.
I do. I've never been out of country, out of state. I've never been anything outside of just the States. And so I was like, yeah, that sounds great. And then I took the plunge, and it was actually just it was just a wonderful trip. Went with friends. We all saw a bunch. We did not get to see as much as we wanted to. We stayed we stayed in Tokyo, but there's so much to do.
There is. There's so many.
I at least crossed off a couple of like 2 things that I wanted to do. Go to the Eorzea Cafe.
Oh, you got to see the Final Fantasy Cafe though?
Yeah, all right, so there were 2 Final Fantasy cafes. One of them was dedicated to Final Fantasy XIV, which highly recommend. They call it the Eorzea Cafe. Like, all the drinks they're all based off of, like, the characters. You'll have, like, no, not the drinks, the food is, but the drinks, you'll have, like, some ether or high potions, or maybe they're based off of, like, the job classes, like,
that's so cool.
like the Dark Knight, or I think I got a Bard. White Mage was delicious. Some of the foods, like the spicy, oh my God, the Tonberry, I think it was Tonberry. There was a Tonberry omelet. Basically, it's omurice, but on fire.
Ooh.
Right?
Oh my gosh.
I took a video, but it was hard to see the flame. Like, it was literally on fire. It was great.
Oh my gosh. Trying to imagine that. Oh my God.
Like, and it had some green around it, to represent like the whole Tonberry thing.
Ba-doom. Oh, Tifa, girl, you nasty.
Cloud's Buster Sword, and so
Your
pristine.
What was your first Final Fantasy game?
Final Fantasy VII.
Ooh.
That's literally that one's the easiest question ever. Because, man, alright, so I never owned like a PlayStation. So I never really got a chance to like, get all the whatever games and stuff like that and play all these classic games. So I guess I relied on my friend. My friend decided like, hey, you want to play this? Because he always had like the consoles. He always had all the cool games and everything, and then not always the newest, and so he was like, oh, dude, you gotta play this game. I'm like, alright. Well, no, first technically my first RPG. He was like, oh, you like Mario? Yeah, try this one. I was like, Super Mario RPG, what's this about? Kind of thing. So I played it, and I was like, this is really fun. It was like, first time dealing with like turn-based, like an RPG or anything. I'm like, this is super fun. Where have I been all my life? I've only played like, all the different Marios and stuff like that. So I was always a fan of that. But then when I started playing Super Mario RPG, I was like, oh, this game is cool. And then he's like, ha, you like that? Check out this. Because he kind of got me hooked on RPG.
That's awesome.
I know he got me hooked on RPGs. Curse that dude. I don't hate it. I don't hate it. And so he gave me he let me try out Final Fantasy VII, and I'm like, ooh, this is so cool. Like, I mean, it's a little quote unquote, people would say it's dated, but at the same time, I was just like, it was just so much fun. The music was amazing, and I played the heck out of it. I played the heck out of it.
The music is just on fire, for sure.
Every time I get into a battle, I was never mad at it. I mean, I was a little. I was like, crap, I'm trying to get through it. Alright, yeah. I'm trying to get through this cave, or I'm trying to get through this thing. Like, get me out of here. I hate this. But I love, like, the battles, and then the music, and then the characters, and... You know, I love my girl Tifa. I love Aerith.
Right,
I love them all.
Best girl who? Overall.
There
you go.
Tifa. It's gotta be Tifa. No, oh my god! Whoa! They got the Shinra news playing.
Oh, do they?
Yeah.
Oh, they do.
Yeah, SNN.
Wow.
Shinra News Network.
Have known.
You can see the blonde member of Avalanche is attacking the police with a giant sword.
That sword looks very large there, Jim.
It's almost impractical, yet he still uses it for some reason.
So what about you? What was your first Final Fantasy?
Oh, my first? Final Fantasy X.
10. Wow, that is a big one to get started on. That is like a good... In fact, that's actually a really good entry, Final Fantasy 2.
A really, really good one. And the funny thing is, I didn't really finish Final Fantasy X.
Right.
Until... I have later, but I didn't actually finish it before I played Final Fantasy X 2.
Wait, how did you... Wait, so you played 10-2 before? Like, you beat 10-2 before you beat 10? How did you understand it?
Friends who like to spoil stuff.
Oh, boo.
Yeah.
Would you say the 10 series is your favorite, then?
Yes.
Okay.
Definitely 10 is my favorite, but that's because I'm biased.
Your outfit kind of thing. That's like saying, like, it's like, oh, what class would you say is better? Ninja or anything else that's not ninja? Duh. If you ever ask me that question, I'm like, you know what I'm gonna pick.
Right?
Don't you dare patronize me. Don't you dare.
Don't you dare.
Yeah, same with me as far as, like, Final Fantasies. I do have that bias of whether or not it's the best or not. that's all subjective. It was my first, and I will always say that it's my favorite.
And that's okay.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like there's a lot of really good Final Fantasy games, though.
Yeah, I feel like anybody can get into... There is a Final Fantasy for almost everyone. They're literally getting to every single genre of turn-based, RPGs, tactics, action-based, like with the whole Devil May Cry kind of, like, feeling to it. With a new Final Fantasy 16 coming out.
Oh, I'm so excited for that, I'm gonna have to wait.
I will not wait. I will not.
You're like, I'm not waiting.
Give me a new mainline Final Fantasy, I'm all for it. Heck, even though it's not the best, there is a first-person shooter Final Fantasy 7.
Oh.
Yep.
I forgot there is.
Yep, it's Vincent's
Yeah, Dirge of Cerberus.
Dirge of Cerberus, exactly. Final Fantasy 7-2 Electric Boogaloo. Something like that. Don't agree to that. Yeah, there was like mobile ones. There's an MMORPG, a critically acclaimed MMORPG, Final Fantasy 14, with a free trial up to level 60, including the award-winning Heavensward expansion, something like that. I've heard Telltale.
Yeah, I think the only remakes that there have been is just Final Fantasy VII. And then most of them have been HD remasters.
Remasters, right.
Yeah. So no, I don't think Dirge of Cerberus ever got a remake.
Not
a remake.
Not yet, but I feel like something may...
They might revisit it, which I hope so.
It's probably going to be a remaster.
I think so. It's not... Like, I did try to play the game a little bit, and it wasn't the best.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think they kind of did him dirty in that one.
He is dirty. He's been sleeping in a coffin.
I know, true.
How long? How long he been in there? You don't know.
Very long time.
Eggs and chips.
I mean, long enough for Zach to find him. And then be like, I'm gonna leave him alone. I think even Zach was kind of like,
Yeah, he opened it like, oh, someone's sleeping in here.
Like, I'm gonna close that back up. Pizza!
Also, I never knew that... What is it? The translation was so bad, because I'm a kid. Look, I'm a kid. I didn't pay attention to that stuff. Like, I kind of got it. I'm like, what is he talking about, this darn pizza? I'm like, what is he talking about? Wait, do you know what he was talking about?
No.
The fact that Midgar is separated into sections, and it's an entire disc-shaped pizza.
Like a pizza.
Do you know what the mayor's name is? Do you remember his name?
Nope.
I feel like you could guess it. It is...
Pizza!
No. It's Domino. It's Domino.
Is it?
His name is Mayor Domino.
Maybe I haven't been paying attention that much.
See, I haven't been paying attention either.
What? It was Domino? Can I get under here? No, I can't.
Literally...
I gotta stop.
Like, it was a lot of, like, Japanese puns, and the fact that it was shaped like, a disc with sections that are shaped like slices of pizza pies and stuff.
How funny.
The Mayor Domino. And because Japan is, like, huge on Domino pizza. It's great. You can put everything on there.
That's right, and they really love KFC as well, to the point that it's a big specialty on Valentine's Day.
Oh, not Valentine's, Christmas, right?
Was it Christmas? Or was it Valentine's?
Well, Christmas they celebrate with chicken.
Ah!
Yeah, they just get a chicken.
My bad.
It's all good.
Man, their secret hideout is not so secret anymore.
Yeah, that's why, what is it? Team 4 Stars Machinabridge, Final Fantasy VII Machinabridge, yeah, they made fun of that. I was like, wait, how did they find our secret hideout? Well, you know, there was a bar, and then there was a pinball machine. Oh, say less.
Yeah, and pulleys, so... Funny enough, I actually, like, grew up with a bunch of pinball machines just randomly in our house.
You just... that would have been, like, the funnest thing. I'm like, oh, you've got a pinball machine in your house?
Oh, yeah. It was, like, really cool.
Everybody would want to come over to Ray's house. They're like, oh, sleepover at Ray's? Let's play some pinball. Screw foosball. Boo and foosball.
Ooh. No, like...
I got over foosball a long time ago. Because I was like, that was everywhere we went. It was foosball.
Wanna play some foosball?
But I could never always play, like, pinball without the cash monies, you know?
Oh my god, ouch. Ugh, I have a really bad chair. Stop! I don't need to adjust my butt that way.
I thought you needed help. Look, I was just trying to help. I'm just your helpful ninja.
Can't believe you came over just to do that.
I literally stopped everything I'm doing.
Just to do that.
Just to make you feel special.
Make me feel special.
So what other hobbies have been really keeping you busy, you know, between work and streaming? If you have any, like, adult hobbies, you know?
Torturing my cats with lots of love.
It's a pastime, you know.
Yeah. Well, I'm still going through boxes, so I guess that's my adult passing time. I'm trying to get rid of stuff and reorganize. I was just telling chat that I just reorganized my TV stand, so it looks a lot nicer now.
Right.
It looks really pretty. I love it. But I guess I also do, well, I collect ball-jointed dolls.
Wait, what is it, like Victorian dolls or?
Nope, they're resin dolls.
Wait, resin and oh my god, that sounds like a heavy.
Oh yeah, they are very heavy.
I was like, and ball jointed? My goodness, you're choosing like the heaviest thing ever.
They're not too bad, but the bigger they are and
the harder
thicker
they fall.
the resin. Oh. That too. But the resin can get pretty thick in areas. But I like to customize the face and make outfits and such.
Interesting.
So I own creepy dolls.
Oh no! See, that's why I was asking. Is it like the Victorian dolls kind of thing?
No, they're a little prettier. They're a little bit more humanoid looking though, so some people may be like a little creeped out by it.
I get that, especially if you put them on like a shelf and then you just face them towards like
you.
Yeah, exactly. And then you know, like while they're not looking, you're like, okay, all right, I sat in a place that it's not facing me. You like. While they're not looking, you're just gonna slowly change positions and then turn around and looking at you.
Yeah,
Awful.
No, thank God.
Awful. Could never do that.
They do have eyes that, when you put them in, that they will follow you, but it's kind of an illusion.
Okay.
It's just an illusion, but it looks like they're looking right at you. I don't like those.
Okay, good. I was like, all right, I'm never gonna visit Ray ever if that's the case. I'm like. Oh, the ones that visit. Okay, can we meet out in a different place rather than at the house?
No, thankfully, if they are anywhere, they'll probably be, because they're packed away at the moment.
Okay.
But if they are anywhere, they're most likely in my sewing studio, because you don't want to put resin directly near the most sunniest area, because they do start to turn yellow. It's just an you can't really do anything about it because it's an oxidation thing. Is that the word?
Yeah, oxidizing reaction. Yeah.
Yeah, so it's just something it does, but the sun adds to it. Woohoo!
Yeah, I love resin, but I love and hate resin.
Yeah,
It's one of those things you got to be really careful with it.
Exactly. And taking care of the ball joint dolls is work. You got to keep up on their strings, because there's a stringing system, and over time the string starts to, or the elastic starts to get worn out.
Oh, wow. I never knew that.
Yeah. That's my creepy hobby.
Gotcha. Any plans on getting any more, like, dolls or figures?
Not for a while with the dolls. Figure-wise, the only ones I have on pre-order is Ether and Lumine from Genshin Impact.
Yeah. I don't think I ordered Ether. I just wanted to get Lumine, just because.
Yeah. And then... oh, the Strawberry Miku. Those are the only ones I have on pre-order, figure-wise.
Cute! That is such a cute one!
Right! I could not pass up on that one. But otherwise, those are the only ones. Eventually, I need to get a Mona.
Oh, ooh, the Mona one is nice.
Yeah.
I still haven't unboxed my Kuching. I still have yet to unbox it. I haven't.
You need to. It's so pretty.
I know. I'll wait till my next unboxing, then we'll talk.
I need you to count all of the figures you own and post how many you have so far.
Oof. I think my figure collection stopped counting after 200.
Oh my god!
Like, you guys think I'm kidding when I say I have too many figures. I've got a lot of figures, and majority of them are scales.
How do you have the space?
I don't. That's the problem. That is the exact problem about collecting figures. I came into an awful hobby. I should have just spent more time on cosplay rather than figure collecting. I probably would have gotten somewhere.
Nah, it's okay. I know, that's why I'm kind of slowing down on figures. I'm wanting to just get specific ones.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Like, I'll still focus on my girl Megumin. I'll still focus on maybe Persona figures.
Ooh, yeah.
But other than that, I don't plan on... Crap. Unless they somehow come up with... Don't quote me. If future me finds out that they have, like, an Ayaka figure from Genshin Impact, you know your boy's gonna get that.
I'm surprised they haven't come out with one for her, or Zhongli, or...
Actually, yeah.
Child. Like, there is a Zhongli one, but I heard that it's stolen art, so...
Oh, yeah, like maybe like a garage kid, and they just took the art and they're selling it now.
Yeah, so I'm kind of uncertain about it. I don't know. I'm waiting to see what people actually say about it, because there's been a few times people kind of claim it's stolen, and then it turns out that it's not.
I know. I'm actually surprised they haven't gotten... Yeah, you're right. I'm surprised they haven't released the CEO of GEO.
I'd be broke, though, if that happened, so I'm kind of glad.
Oh, yeah. Like, the thirst is strong on both ends.
Yeah.
Oh.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, I did want to ask you about... Because I think you mentioned before that you watched Kamen Rider. Like,
I did!
Like Kabuto.
Kabuto.
I'm actually surprised that there's another living person that knows about Kamen Rider. Well, not knows about it, but like...
Has actually, like, mentioned it. Or...
Yeah, like Kabuto, if anything, people would have mentioned other Kamen Riders or something like that.
Yeah!
But Kabuto, man.
Yeah, I didn't really watch any of the other Kamen Riders. I think there was one other, but I got kind of like, with it. I think it was right after Kabuto.
Kabuto. Wait, which one was after Oh, was it, Wait, was it the vampire one?
I think so, and I was kind of disinterested in it.
Well, I really like I like the actor in that one, and I like the whole violin thing.
Yeah, otherwise I was like, that's okay. But I've only met one other person who has watched Kabuto, but they weren't super into it. I was like, dang it. Right, my bad.
But Kabuto was like so good though.
It is. It's so good. So I was sad. Like darn it.
That was my first foray into the whole Kamen Rider universe, because I was always big into, like, let's say, like, Power Rangers or Super Sentai. Well, at first Power Rangers, then Super Sentai, and I found out, like, what? Stories can actually get good? Like, I was like, this is like a whole kind of drama thing. What?
What? So good.
I'm like, yes, this drama is good. This is like, it's more intense than Super Sentai, but sometimes I just want to watch Super Sentai, but sometimes I just want to watch Kamen Rider, if it's good.
Exactly. I actually, like, rewatched Bambino!
Yeah, that's with Matsujun, with Matsumoto Jun from Arashi.
Oh, that's right, duh. I forgot that's his name.
That is his, Bambino, where he thought, he was like I'm the best chef over here in this small town kind of thing. Like, oh, guess what? I'm about to humble you. You're gonna be interning over at this place. And then he did, and he was, man, that was so good.
That was. And it was interesting that I thought that the girlfriend and him got back together, but they didn't. They did not. But I kind of like that they, There's a girlfriend.
It's tough to remember that because, all right, so I've watched 2 dramas with him in it, and he goes out with some type of cooking thing, and then he has a girlfriend, right?
Yeah.
One of them is Bambino, where he's cooking Italian food. There you go. And then the other one is where he is a chocolatier, where he makes chocolate. Like fancy chocolates and stuff.
I didn't know that, because I know in Bambino he does get into desserts, but
oh no, this one's straight up. This one is straight up like his girlfriend or whoever is like absolutely loves chocolate, and so that's his thing. I was like, what? All right, I'm gonna, you know what? To impress her and stuff like that, I'm going to, become the best chocolatier person. And then it's like, wait, unless you go to this one in Paris, France, they have the best in the world. And I'm like, you know what, I'm gonna go to that. And he leaves.
I think I remember seeing a little bit of that,
and comes back, and then she's just awful.
Yeah, I remember that. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, that one was also a good one. So that brings me up to another one. What actually got you started in watching dramas? Because not everybody watches like J-dramas or dramas in general.
It was a friend of mine introduced me to the J-dramas.
Oh?
Yeah, and it was actually Hanekimi when they came out with the
You started with Hanekimi?
I did.
That's like the biggest, that is not the biggest, but that's like saying I started out watching Hanayori Dango, and that started
Oh my gosh, that was like my second one.
Oh my god. Why are you getting the best dramas of their times?
I got introduced to a lot of really cool stuff by people.
You know what? That is awesome. I'm like, man, I had to wade through sludge to get through all the good drama. I'm kidding. No, all of them were really great. But those
are.
you got like some of the biggest dramas.
Oh yeah, we got a lot of the anime too that I discovered was through the anime club I used to be part of in high school. That was fun.
That is crazy. You know, in Hanekimi, they actually had 3 or 4 Kamen Riders in that.
Oh, they did. Yeah, that's
literally the main character. The main character is that you jumped from that and then went to Kamen Rider. That's so funny. Cause in the TV special that they had, they acted like they're Kamen Rider stuff.
They did, and that was so funny.
Like he mentioned his grandma and everything, and it was great. And Kamen Rider's the sword was in it. He kissed the rose and everything. Even though he was supposed to be the whole I don't talk much, but I can sense ghosts and I'm weird. And all of a sudden he breaks character, and I'm like, just like Kamen Rider's the sword and kind of thing. I'm like, oh my god, that is so his character in the Kamen Rider show. Oh gosh.
It was so great to see that, because I'm like, why is he breaking character so much? This is weird. And then I watch Kamen Rider, I'm like,
you're right. It is such a treat. I love that.
I watched a lot of dramas that had Ikitatoma in it.
Oh my god, I love Ikitatoma. My goodness.
Yeah, he was like my all-time favorite for a long time. Still is.
Oh, is it because he was also in Hanakimi? Did you just search up the boys from Hanakimi and what they're in?
Yeah.
Oh my god, Ray. Ray. Wash yourself down, my goodness.
I don't stalk people. I just get curious about them.
No, I get that too. That's actually a lot of dramas that I kind of you branch out by like, man, you know what? I like this actor or actress. What else are they in? Oh, they have a new one coming out, kind of whatever. Oh, Hanazawa Rui is also in this? Heck yeah. Rich Man, Poor Woman? Why not? Yeah.
Sure.
Actually, that's what it's called, Rich Man, Poor Woman.
Oh.
Yeah, the actor Hanazawa.
You made it up.
Nope. He is literally the CEO of some tech company, and someone who's poor, a woman kind of thing, ends up crossing their path, and then because he's so out of touch with like the poor life, I guess, because he's been so rich for all along. And then she just straight up humbles him. You know how it is.
Oh yeah.
And I love that. I don't think any other drama will ever top Hana Yori Dango for the impression that it left on me. The impression that it left on me was just like, that's what really cemented dramas into my being, my soul, you know? Yeah, there are great dramas. Trust me, there are great dramas. Even possibly better, maybe, kind of. I don't know. It's may or may not be dated, but that that drama itself, it was good. It had everything that you could have wanted.
It had a good mix of different emotions too, and moments.
Mm-hmm. Because they've remade Boys Over Flowers so many times.
Oh, they did. And
it started as a manga, then a Japanese drama, and then a Korean dramas, and then a Chinese drama, then remade as Japanese drama.
Yeah, I think didn't they have like 2 seasons?
2 seasons and then a sequel.
Yeah.
No, 2 seasons, a movie, and then a sequel.
Yeah, there was just so much.
They
like overkilled it a little bit.
Yeah, they kind of did, but I still watched it. I was like,
yeah. It was still good. It was just like, oh my goodness.
I know. Like, where are you gonna go from here? You guys, at the airport, they already did their airport scene, and all that good stuff. Where else are they gonna go from? What other drama could they take? Oh crap! New York's gonna really. Anyway. But and then Hanakimi
I'm trying to remember which drama it was that they actually filmed in LA, and I was like, what? No way.
What?
But I don't remember which one it was.
I bet you'll never guess what originally got me into dramas.
Probably not.
You probably have seen it. I feel like you of all people may have seen it, but I don't think you will consider this like, alright, this is what got him into dramas.
I can't think of anything. Let's hear it.
Wait, I wonder, have
Huh?
you watched PGSM?
The Guardian Sailor Moon?
Yeah. Yes.
I love that show
I
so much.
know. That's actually because I was a huge Sailor Moon fan, and I was like, "Oh, there's a live." There, I was like, "What is this live action?" I was like, "All right, let me check it out." Yeah, it's cheesy, it's campy, but this is so cool. What is this? There's a whole
So cool.
school. There's a whole drama behind this. Why is there so much drama? This is amazing. And you get my girl Mercury, and all that stuff. So I was like, wait, all right, this is really cool. Can I get more of this kind of stuff? Oh, it's all Japanese drama stuff. And that's what kind of just set me down the rabbit hole of Japanese dramas is Pretty Guardian. Sailor
I
Moon.
wouldn't have guessed it because I only know like some of my friends who've seen it.
No, yeah, for some reason I've seen it.
Oh my god, I love it.
Like, I watched it on way back when. I think they had it on YouTube. Somebody decided to upload it on separate parts on YouTube.
That's right, same.
And there's like 50 parts to one episode. Well, not that many, but
Oh gosh, there was a lot though.
there was a
quite a
lot. And I was like, okay, how can I watch this more? But then I just watched all of it, and it was just like, great. I love Zoisite.
Oh, Soy Sight, so good.
I know, and he plays piano, and I actually I did do a cosplay of that.
You
And-
did?
Yes, I cosplayed. Like, you can probably. It's probably still on my cosplay page on
I'm
Instagram.
gonna stop right
Oh,
now. Gonna stop.
Stop! Don't stop! You don't need to stop. And not only that, I learned how to play his song. I learned how to play it on the piano. I wasn't that good, and I don't know how to play piano, but I still learned how to play that on the piano.
So good. Oh, I love that. That's so cool. I'm
This
trying
is-
to find it.
This is probably one of my earlier cosplays. Yo, Seventh Heavens is it's starting to get cleaner, but man, it's still dirty. My gosh.
I know. Ugh, it's super dirty.
Welcome.
What? You did a Final Fantasy 13 cosplay? What?
Way back when, oh my god, I love 13. I did is Final Fantasy 13 2. No
I
Christ.
found it.
Oh
Found
god,
it.
why are you looking at my stuff?
Oh, I love it. Oh, the details on that outfit.
Right? It's a lot of whatever, sequins or something?
What?
I don't know. It was a
Sequence and the beating. Oh my gosh.
it was a long time ago.
Looking so snazzy.
Get out of here. No, but yeah, I learned how to. I cosplayed that. I learned how to play the song because I was just obsessed with that. And then,
Oh man.
like, it was old and it was campy, but I loved it. You look on it back
Right?
again, man. It's kind of bad, but it's still. I
It's
love
still like classic.
it.
Yeah, I used to watch it on YouTube as well with all those so many.
So many
Videos.
parts. At least there wasn't any like
Oh.
commercials like that we get now.
True. At one point, I did end up buying it on eBay, but I didn't know that the person. I was young, so I didn't know that they had actually illegally burned it.
Okay, yeah, all right. So you're not the only one. All right, good.
Yeah,
I was
yeah,
like, wait,
and-
are you about to have the same eBay story as me? Oh my god.
Yeah, and then the subtitles. I guess they put their own little personal twist on the subtitles. So sometimes they'll put something at the end of the episode, which inappropriate comments. I'm like, what? That's not what they're saying.
okay. I didn't get the inappropriate comments, but I still got the timestamp and where they recorded it over something,
Yeah.
like from the TV. I was
Oh,
like,
gosh,
oh,
no.
that's
This was, I think they took the actual DVD and they burned it, and then they put their own subtitles.
yeah. I didn't get the one that they took the DVD. I got the one where they recorded it from TV.
Oh, that's so.
No, yeah, because
lame.
because in Japan they have like the time because
Yeah.
at that During a lot of the shows, they actually show the time so that way people won't be late for, work or something like that. So,
Work and all
yeah,
that.
yeah. Or school.
Yeah. Oh, man. Man.
Man, I know. You didn't expect... You knew we were going to be blasting water, but you didn't think it was going to be a blast from the past.
I love it. I had a feeling we were going to talk about it. Oh,
You had a feeling... Wait, you had a feeling we were going to talk about Pretty Guardian Sailor Moon?
No, not Pretty Guardian Sailor Moon. I didn't expect that.
That's oddly specific.
I had a feeling we were going to talk about live action stuff because I was like, we were mentioning it before, like during one of your streams, and then you were like, we got to save it. We got to save our conversation.
We have to.
Okay.
No, we have to save this for. This is content.
Yes. Oh man. I do have Sailor Mercury's or Dark Sailor Mercury on my cosplay list I want to do.
Oh my god, it's so
So good.
You know what? It's a tragedy. Not many people have cosplayed her because they don't know her.
No, they really don't. Mercury was actually one of my top favorites before Sailor Moon and Jupiter.
Well,
at the time,
yeah.
I was a big bookworm, and then later on, as I got taller,
became a tall bookworm. Gotcha.
Yeah.
I still watch a lot of J dramas. Not enough. Not a lot. Why'd I say a
Same.
lot? I don't have time for that.
Yeah, it's a long episode.
It is a
too.
yeah. A lot of them are long. You know what's
Same
and
with,
then K dramas, those are even longer because they don't have commercials.
Yeah, they don't.
I didn't realize that until my friend told me, like, oh, yeah, that's why they don't have commercials. It's like, because they do it before and after the dramas. And they do all their advertising in show. In the drama. Like, you'll see, you'll see, like, a Hyundai symbol or somewhere. Or the one where they're not sponsored, they will cover the Hyundai. I was like, wait, that is clearly a Hyundai. Why would they put a... I noticed that they put that stupid sticker on there. They put a sticker over that. I'm like, what are you trying to hide? We know what that is.
Yep.
And then the credits roll, but it's alright. Well, how do you know City Hunter? What the heck?
I think I heard the music before. I've never really seen it, but
Honestly, if anybody was ever to try to get into K-dramas, yeah, that'll get you hooked in there. Like especially if you're just like into like a bunch of westernized, like, oh, I only watch like Marvel, or I only watch like Jason Bourne Supremacy or something like that, or Mission Impossible. Literally, this is for you. The first 5 to 10 minutes got me hooked, and that's saying something.
okay.
Yeah, a lot of them take me either like the first 30 minutes to maybe 2 episodes, whether or not I want to watch it or not. This one, a couple of minutes into it, and I'm like, oh, heck yeah. This is...
Look into it. It sounds really cool.
Yeah, I don't know if it's still on Netflix or not, but it is fantastic. I think they're making another anime. I think they're redoing the anime, and possibly, I don't think they ever made a Japanese drama. A lot of these shows come from, like, Japanese storylines, like a lot of manga, and then they make, like, dramas out of it. Like, I was like, alright, Japan doesn't want to make a live-action drama? Korea will do it. I'm like, oh, yeah.
It's like, okay. Yeah, it's really cool to see that you're like, oh, okay, there's a K-drama. Let's do it.
So speaking of le content, have you considered getting into, like, YouTube?
I used to do YouTube.
Did you really?
Years ago. Yeah, I did cosplay tutorials. And then it got outdated, so then I deleted them.
Wait, did the cosplays get outdated, like the video format?
No, it was the information I was giving was outdated, so there's like better options out there. So I kind of removed it because it was like, there's other things that people can do now.
Well, see, like personally, don't take me as like a content expert. Absolutely not. But I feel like, you know, just having the videos and the content up there is worth a lot.
Oh yeah.
Like, would there be better options? You can always make an update video. People do, you know.
That's so true. That is very true. Because I definitely want to revisit YouTube again. Maybe do some. Because there's some things I can probably stream, and then there's some things I can't, only because, like, I move around too much when it comes to making things.
Yeah, I totally get that.
So maybe I'll do like time lapse of me making a costume or showing how I did a technique and all that fun stuff.
I don't know if I am built to do YouTube content. I don't know. I haven't really dived into it that much. I've only really just been uploading like a couple of edited videos from like my VODs that I think will. And it's not like I consider these videos to would do well or anything like that. I just like, all right, this is content that I enjoy making. There are games that I enjoy playing, and you know, if anyone else can have a fun time watching it, you know, that's cool, you know?
Yeah, I haven't really decided, because I know there's been a lot of people who prefer streaming on YouTube, but I like the interactions of Twitch. I don't know.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I'm the same. I don't know. And especially
Yeah.
right now, the format has been changed on YouTube so much that like, if you want to do well, you have to like, if that's your goal, if success is your goal, it's better to like upload short form content.
Yeah.
Using like the YouTube Shorts or
Yes.
like TikToks. You have to post into multiple platforms to get like visibility, because there's so much content out there. There's abnormal amount of content it's no one can consume it all. So you have to get your eyes up front, like their eyes like onto your videos somehow.
Yeah.
And that's just difficult. That's difficult to do. You got to set yourself apart, but you know.
Yeah.
I don't know if like success is what I'm really aiming for. I mean, success is always good. I would say, like, it's always positive to have success. But you know,
Like
I don't know if it's like you or me who've or people like us who don't have all the time to dedicate to.
That's true. I definitely don't have a whole lot of time. Like, I am fortunate that I can stream a lot this week, but I can't say that it'll be the same way next week. So
you can't really like always give like a consistent schedule, which also hurts your visibility kind of thing. It's like, okay, all right, I can't expect them like every Monday, Wednesday, Friday. Like, okay, all right, this used to be my thing. I guess I'll find somebody else, and then so you will possibly lose that opportunity.
Yep.
To gain like a permanent fan or something like that, you know, or follower.
Yeah. And it's, especially in this time and age, like, I can't afford to stream full time. I have to still work.
Right?
So, but I think that's just it. I don't really stress about it anymore. I'm just like,
yeah.
If I can get it, cool, and if people watch me, even better. Like, I hope they enjoy it still.
Exactly. So that's why, you know, you make peace with what you're able to do, and you kind of just, you know, do what you're able to, and I'm sure it'll work out. If by some chance you, I guess, luck in, because right now we can't put the hard work in. That's impossible.
Yeah.
Unless you can just straight up shadow clone jutsu yourself to do full-time adult life and full-time streaming, you're just gonna run yourself into the ground, and it is not gonna make it good content. It's just gonna be tired content just for the sake of chasing that cloud or riding that train, you know. I want to show you something. Over here.
Excusies.
What?
Wait. Yeah.
Look at this picture right here. Wait, have you played the original?
Yeah.
Does it look familiar?
Isn't that Marley?
No, not this.
Oh.
This, the one next to it to the left.
It's so blurry, I can't see.
Well, the graphics weren't that great then. Do you know what it is?
Is that the bar from the original game?
Yeah, that is literally the screen from outside of the bar.
Oh my gosh.
That cloud goes in.
Oh, that's right. Oh, look at the picture down here.
Well, if you want to, have you seen the picture up here?
I gotta turn around and figure out where you are.
To the right.
There. Oh,
Your
look at
other
that!
right.
Oh my gosh!
Yeah. Oh, you can see the bar.
Okay.
You can see the bar better on this one. Never
There
mind.
we go. Yeah, now I can see it. Yeah.
Yeah, it's
Oh.
right. It's the original Final Fantasy VII. Like all graphics include screenshots of both of them.
That is awesome. I like that.
This actually shows up in the remake. If you actually look closely, it actually is. This is literally just from the Final Fantasy VII remake.
I guess I'm gonna have to go play
back.
again.
I know. Go play again. All right, let's play.
Gotta go play again. Let's play.
Let's go.
Let's go.
Barrel.
Arrow.
All right, Ray. Thank you so much for joining in on this fun little adventure of just on this what was it PowerWash Power Hour. Thank you so much for being my first Power Pal.
Thank you for being my first collab.
I know this is super fun. This is super fun.
Made me so happy.
We talked about so many things. My gosh.
Much. We are besties now. Bum 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 bum. You're stuck with me for life.
Oh. I would never do that to you. I would never do that to you. I don't know if this is gonna become a whole series. I'm gonna have like a bunch of guests for this. Maybe we'll have like a whole group event. I don't know. This would be amazing. But thank you again for joining and all the fun conversations. We went to some deep conversations. We went to just some fun ones. We learned a lot about each other. And I think that's a win in my book.
It was fun. Thank you. Thank you.
Mm-hmm. All right. And so we will see you guys in the next video. Bye-bye. No, I'm not going to do the Markiplier the outro, but see y'all later.